Well, I've had a good rest and I'm now laid up in Dunfermline Abbey. And let me tell you, this is one of the most stunning abbeys in the entire country. We're not just talking Scotland, we're talking the entire United Kingdom. This place is magnificent. And what a place for a pilgrim to come on a long, arduous journey to St Andrews. This place is stunning. And I'm so happy it's open. And what a place to start part 2. I can hear someone playing the organ. It's all going on. So, Fife Pilgrims Way part 2. Show me what you got! Peace.
I'll turn on the camera, test my microphone, I'm firing up the podcast, sound waves coming to your home. Ginger man with a can is here to make your day. Ginger man with a can would like to hear you say today.
This organ is adding so much atmosphere to my ginger day. It's like the Phantom of the Opera music. If you haven't had the opportunity to come and visit inside the Abbey, you should, because this is phenomenal. I'm whispering because it's very echoey in here, and someone once told me that it sounded like I'd swallowed a microphone, so I'm very conscious of my loud voice. This is brilliant. This place is hoaching with American tourists right now. Maybe I could just pretend to them I'm a ginger tour guide and just take them on a tour to Lochore, show them true Scotland, possibly. Anyway, I'm away to see St Margaret's Shrine and do my sort of classic Fife pilgrimage to St Margaret, you know, just doff my cap to St Margaret's Shrine. We're finally here. And this would have been huge for the pilgrims. She was the first to be buried here. The gentleman inside was telling me, I never got his name, but a big shout out to him because he was such a nice guy and he's doing a great job in representing Dunfermline, the Abbey, the heritage, everything. So, aye, whoever's watching, your boss, that guy, who we don't know his name, but we can just guess, he's called George. George, best staff member in Dunfermline Abbey. Thanks, George. So for those who are wondering, what's the big deal about St Margaret? Well, St Margaret was born in exile in Hungary, but later lived in England. After the Norman conquest, she and her brother sought protection at the Scottish court. She became queen in 1069 and dedicated her life to piety, charity and her children. What a saint. She invited monks. I thought that said she invented the monks. I was like, hold on. You're not telling me St Margaret invented the monk? No, she invited monks from Canterbury to set up priory in Dunfermline and founded the Queen's Ferry so that pilgrims could cross the Firth of Forth. So basically, she's an OG, she's an absolute legend. And here I am, ginger man, giving pilgrimage to St Margaret. We'll find out more in this book. Anyway, let's go. It would appear that there's various ways you can go here, because there's signs sending me down the bottom and there's signs sending me to St Andrews through the town. So I'm just going to wander through the town. Sorry, the city. I'm going to wander through the city, I keep saying the town, and go past Carnegie Hall and head out towards where Dunfermline Queen Margaret Hospital is. That's the route I'm taking, and I'll read the book just to find out some more history as I go. Aye, so as I head through the town, it's a good time to reflect on the fact that the pilgrims didn't have access to the same amenities that I have access to, like stylish products for stylish people or universal computing. In fact, they didn't even have computers, just a simple pilgrim life. And I guess this walk, as I walk through this Dunfermline section, I'm surrounded by the material world. I'm looking to connect more with nature, so I feel it's kind of important to take this walk through the town. It's a nice sign telling you what you can see in Dunfermline. Birthplace Museum, Pinecreef Park, Library, Carnegie Hall. Let's go there. There we go, Dunfermline Carnegie Hall. And interestingly, my sister, my big sister Catherine, Cat for short, is producing a show with her musical company. They'll get you players at the Carnegie Hall very soon. They're doing the musical Big, which, if you know the film by Tom Hanks, it's a musical version of that. It's that film but with songs. If you're interested, I'd go see it. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be filming it. I'm not in it. I'm not much of a singer. I'm more a panto guy. I'm coming to see the billboard, see if they've got a poster on the billboard, because no, they've no. Get a billboard poster up soon. I think it's at the end of June, so you've still got a month to buy your tickets. Reading my book here. Dunfermline, the name means the hill by the winding stream, takes its place as second only to St Andrews in Fife, and indeed in Scotland as a whole, as a pilgrim destination. Its considerable royal connections put the crown in the symbol of the Fife Pilgrim Way, and indeed explain why Fife is called a kingdom. The main residence of Scottish monarchs from around 1065, and the royal borough from the 1120s. Its royal status was immortalised in the opening line of the ballad of Sir Patrick Spence. The king sits in the Dunfermline town, drinking his blood-red wine. The remains of the royal palace can be visited, as can the nave of the magnificent abbey, arguably the finest and most intact medieval church building in Fife. Now with the Carnegie Hall over there in the distance, Dunfermline police station and the courts over there. There's some pure gym. Tag. This big car park we're currently walking past is where I got my COVID test when I found out I had COVID. True fact. Okay, so here we are moving on to the cycle path. 1 mile to Queen Margaret Hospital. Hopefully we don't need the hospital. It would just be a lie if this walk was all sunshine and rainbows. Because after all, we are living in Scotland. And for anyone living in other parts of the world, this is just a normal start to our summer. So I'm not bothered. I've still got my shorts on. Anyway, in other news, there's East End Park. One of the pars. I'm now beginning to think of self-sabotage myself, because I kept saying I kind of wanted a section of rain, and oh boy, they're giving me it. It's starting to get heavier. I'm getting wet. There's a bridge ahead, there's a bridge ahead, and I'm going to stand under it. I thought, I'll have a wee read of my book. And quite interesting bit here. So mind the tomb from St Margaret. Well, it's listed that around 45 miracles have taken place at that tomb. Most of them are healing miracles, including the curing of toothache, tumours, blindness, madness and demonic possession, and the recovery of a clerk from Inverkeven who had lost his senses through studying too hard. There you go, don't study too hard, because St Margaret isn't here to fix you. In many cases, Margaret herself appeared and spoke to those seeking a cure, who often spent a night alone in the abbey. Several people were healed by, page turn, drinking or bathing their eyes in St Margaret's fountain, which is thought to be the well still situated in the south aisle of the nave. Well, talking of miracles, I think I'm going to need a miracle for this rain to stop. Update, still pissing down, got my jacket on. Right, so I'm at the end of the cycle path. I'm at the Queen Margaret Hospital, that's a mile. I'm at the hospital. Now, I'm not going into the hospital to get or see a doctor or a nurse, no. I'm going to the hospital to use the bathroom. And there's a cafe in there, hopefully I can use it. I hope I don't need a mask, I don't have a mask. Well, I made it in. The nice security guard had a mask for me. It really got me thinking, using these luxurious toilet facilities in the Queen Margaret Hospital. Pilgrims didn't have toilets or even hospitals. If they broke an ankle, they just had to like drag themselves to the end, literally, or just suck it up. But today we can go to the hospital. Think about that. That was a nice wee stop off in the hospital, and I managed to get my battery changed in a nice, dry, safe environment. Safest environment you can get. Ooh. Tag, tag. There we go, another arrow. Follow the arrows. Right, here we go. More Pilgrim Way signs keeping us right. We're heading towards King's Seat. What do I know about King's Seat? Well, the views are spectacular. And another place I visited early on in my Ginger Man series. It's interesting because I've edited these episodes and they exist, not just up here, but out in the ether. These experiences hold such a warm place in my heart, and I can remember the days visiting. And it was such an exciting period of this whole journey. So it's nice. Wah, wah. This is a pure payoff section of the walk. Look at this, you can see right over Dunfermline, the whole of it. The whole of Dunfermline. Well, when I say the whole of this side. Look at the baby lamb, he's so cute. There's some grass lamb. Oh, he's got a slug on him. He's not interested in my banter. He's like, nah, I'm cute, but you can bugger off. It's a bit aggressive way to get your dinner, pal. There he goes, he got it. Mum's like, stop it, stop it. It's like, no mum, I'm hungry. I'm hungry for my dinner. Give me my dinner, mum. I had another wee spell of rain there, so I've done a little bit of rain dancing. So let's see how King's Seat has changed since I've been here, because it probably has been almost 2 years since I came here on a wet day. I remember it well. I almost got a massive nail in my foot. True story. We're still marching through King's Seat, and the pilgrim signs are everywhere. And I think there's a bit of sunshine coming out. I just looked at the sun and blinded myself. I can't confirm. Fife Pilgrims Way. Right, so I'm coming into the heart of King's Seat at the King's Seat Hall, and it got me again reminiscing about the time I was here, and I nearly got a giant nail through my foot. Well, there used to be a hotel here. Remember? I'm gonna... How close is that? Holy moly. And that is why you don't... Oh god, that was so close. Look at this. That's why children don't come to places like this, and you should always wear better shoes. Oh, that was close. I'm not joking, this is my only shoe. I'm in my sock. I'm gonna hop to safety. Get this out. Okay. I'm hopping to safety. This is the craziest thing. King's Seat, strange place. Look at this. How lucky am I? My foot is fine. My shoe's not. Tell you what. I'm a lucky ginger man. Look at that. Look how different it looks. Well, at least it is not a danger to my feet anymore. And more people can live here, but they still need a shop. Because if you're adding more residents, you need a shop. Stand me if I'm corrected, if a shop has appeared, I can't see one. Anyway, onwards and upwards. I've always wondered what this walk was like down here. Lochore House. Yes, it's exciting. I feel like I'm on a whole different walk now. The whole vibe changed, everything. The weather changed, the smells have changed, there's no cars about, and I feel a lot brighter again. Not that I wasn't feeling brighter before, but you know, it's when you're walking along next to roads, it does bring you down. The fumes, the noise, everything. It's not good. But cars are essential to modern life. Thus the question that I am pondering is it worth it? Is there a way for us to go back whilst keeping our sort of modern ideals of civilization and what it is to be civilized? I don't know, but that's something to ponder. This way? Pointing this way. It's pointing this way. Right, it's starting to rain a bit again. I was wanting to get my book out and talk about the coal mining chapter that's in the book, because we briefly mentioned it back in King's Seat. But we're going into Kelty and Lochore, the mining heartlands of Fife. So of course, our pal Ian in his book has got a whole chapter on the relevance of it to Fife as a place. And although the Pilgrims weren't around at the same time as we were mining coal, it's all part of the walk and the history of the walk as well. It all kind of combines and comes together. It's not all about pilgrims, you see. Welcome to St Ninian's National Pride. Aligning people, place and planet. I like it. Well, okay. Is this the path or is this the path? We're a bit of a crossroads. Right, there's a sign pointing that way, but where is the correct way? This tractor is off in the way. I'm assuming it's this way. It's got to be, eh? It's got to be. This is real live Ginger Man drama as I try and work out if I'm going the right way or not. The tractor really put me off. It's like something at a zombie apocalypse. Here we are, some lasting reminders of the coal industry in Fife, right in front of our very eyes. No forgotten about us. There's this sign. I just can't tag it. So here I am, literally standing on the foundations of past coal mines, and our pal Ian has got a little section about mining. So, although their presence is now almost impossible to detect, thanks to efforts to clean up and landscape their unsightly bings or spoil heaps. Former coal mines make it one of the most constant features of the landscape along the first half of the Fife Pilgrim Way. Pilgrims starting out at Couris, that's me, encounter them from the very outset. The cistern monks there dug coal for their own use during the 14th and 15th centuries. See, I didn't know that. Although flooding of the mines forced them to abandon this activity several decades before the Reformation, in the early 17th century, Sir George Bruce sank a mine shaft on the shore of the Forth and solved the problem of flooding by using a drainage system pioneered by the ancient Egyptians and based on a continuous chain of buckets passing over a large wheel driven by 3 horses. Wait there. Mine drop. Whew, it's a bit of a slog up here. Oh, I feel I have to be stripping down now. The layers are dropping off, the hat's back in the bag. This is a lot further than I thought, this walk along here. Now we're back at a section. I think I can see good old Lochore Meadows on the horizon. I can. I can see the big coal thing. I can't remember what it's called. We'll call it a coal thing. Now, left or right here, they've got to have a sign. Yes, they do. Left, through the Kelty Woods. Yes! It's Blair Adam Woods. We'll go this way, just follow the path. It's Blair Adam Woods, aka Kelty Woods. We're here. Now, this would be an easy place to get lost because there's many trails in the Kelty Woods. It's all of a sudden gone all eerie and dark. We're in the thicker part of the woods. Now we're at a cross section and our old mate is pointing us straight on. So this section has been a lot easier to navigate because there's been a lot more pilgrim signs. I've said it before, I'm saying it again. Not that the first section was hard, it just a little bit of cross wires. I wonder what the pilgrims' route was, because obviously we've mapped it out based on our knowledge of the past, but I wonder what their exact route was. Did they come through the Kelty Woods? Or was there predators in the woods back then that they might have got eaten? I don't know. I should find out. Can someone tell me? There's so many varieties of plant and tree, it's just unbelievable. And I imagine people from the past had much more knowledge within themselves of how to utilise it around them. Like they could just, you know, walk through the woods and pull a ham sandwich out of anywhere, because I could really go a ham sandwich, but I don't have the internalised knowledge to do it, you know, so I can just admire the beauty, but I can't make anything with it, and I kind of want to. A wee bench for a seat. I've got mud on my leg. Bench is a bit wet, but it's really nice. Pilgrims didn't have phones to play games on like we do, so they had to entertain themselves, like this game, log balancing. It's real simple, you just don't fall over. If you fall over, you lose the game. Jump. If I fall here, it's on camera. No problem. This way. Bye to Kelty Woods, it's been a pleasure. And hello to Tunnel of Pastures New. This is all new to me. Look at this. Fife doesn't stop giving. It's just got walks and walks and more walks and barking dogs. Tag, tag, double tag. Right, I don't know where I am. I've come out of this little section of houses. It looks lovely. Absolutely lovely. But I don't know where it is. Lochore Meadow Country Park, 3 miles. 3 miles? I've still got 3 miles to go. I'm in this random little place. I'm still on the right path. I can see the signs of the Pilgrims Way, but I don't know where I am. But it's stunning. So the burn running through it. It's got this bridge road. It's just got a lovely new tar job on it. Right, we're in Kelty Bridge, of course. How didn't I know? Which means, is this still Kelty Bridge or now Kelty? I don't know, but I'm at the bottom end of Kelty, zooming towards Lochore Meadows. Zooming. I think this is the way. I hope I haven't missed another turn in. Right, still going the right way. There's a sign. I can just reach it. Done a lot of tagging today. And there's another one up there on the 30 sign. And it's just popping us through Kelty. Shortcut through Kelty. There's a wee chief. Fife Pilgrims Way. We're crossing over that way. Just making reference points for anyone who wants to do it. But I'm going to go to this wee shop first and get some juice because I've got a nice thirst on. And I deserve one. Right, my shop. And hello Pilgrim Way. Tag. Oh, I put fell there. Right, here we go. Look, there's Bernarty Hill, aka the Sleeping Giant. Guess what? I climbed it, of course I did. Last end of summertime. Climbed it, watched the sunset. It was beautiful. What a memory I've got up there. Like, I really holding another special place in my heart. We're at the far end of Kelty again. Tag. Right, this way. There's a sign for Lochore Meadows. It's the back entrance. I've never used the back entrance. Lochore Meadows Country Park. Right, I just got to walk this last section. I always say this is the last section, but this is evidently the last section to Lochore Meadows. Not as grand as walking up through the glen to the Abbey, but it has its own unique quality, and it's shrouded in mining history. So before I get there, I better whack my book out. This is fun. We're back in amongst the woods and the bush. Oh, this way. Nice. Got the book back out. So, as I read through my book, this is quite interesting. Perhaps the most evocative of the former mining communities which the Fife Pilgrim Way passes is the lost village of Lochore, which was situated just north of Loch Fitty, 4 miles north east of Dunfermline. At its height in the early 1900s, it had 4 working pits and a population of nearly 2,000. Following the closure of the last colliery there in 1931, the village was gradually abandoned and no trace of it remains except for the war memorial on the side of the B912 Kingseat to Kelty Road shortly before it crosses the M90 motorway. Wow. A complete forgotten town exists. That's incredible, and that is around about the area we passed actually. This is incredible. Oh, what's this? What is this I have found? A secret den. Oh, I like this. I think it's like a bird watching place. So right, Ginger Man will hear a pew. There we are. Lochore. We're in Lochore Meadows, and I love Lochore Meadows, I really do. Another place where I have had great memories. I'm gonna lie now, I've got a bit of a sore groin. The hamstring is a little bit tight, but it's okay, because I'm gonna have a nice warm bath tonight. I should have a massage. Anyone out there who's a Ginger Man fan, who's good with a massage, and wants to give the Ginger Man a massage, hook me up, let me know, give me a massage, because I got sore legs after all this walking. I can confirm I have been walking for 4 hours. By the time I get round Lochore Meadows, which is way bigger than I remember it being, probably about 4.5, I guess. Here we are at the Lochore Meadows main area, that's what I'm going to call it. And this was a big beautiful park when I was a kid. It seemed a lot bigger when I was wee, but that makes sense because I'm bigger now. Not much bigger, but I'm bigger. Here we go. Tag. Keep going up this way. Little beach. They've done a great job with Lochore Meadows. They've done a really good job. And they've got the golf course as well, 9 holes, which is perfect if you're not very good at golf like me. There's the golf course right there. That's essentially where I learned to play golf, and also essentially where I stopped playing golf. Oh, there's a little bit of interesting history here. One of Fife's strongest castles stood here for more than 500 years, washed by the waters of the loch. Oh wow, look at that! The first defended island home here was probably built more than 1,000 years ago, known as a crannog. That's hard to imagine. Key dates. Wow, this is amazing. You know, sometimes the book gives me great knowledge, sometimes these signs give me great knowledge. But I'm going to put my bag off now, and I'm going to end the day here. Right, I've made it to the end of Lochore Meadows, and I'm going to call it a day here on the section. I can't seem to find the checkpoint sign, but when I start section 3, I'll make sure I start from the checkpoint sign, because it doesn't seem right not getting to the checkpoint sign. But my lift's arrived to take me away for the night, and I need to get going. It's been a long walk. So, thanks for watching Fife Pilgrims Way, Dunfermline to Lochore Meadows. It's been amazing. Peace!